with Ghana football that we need to solve. Yes, sir. We will continue sacking coaches and bringing coaches. So there's Samuel to catch.
But the man has accepted the blame.
Yeah. There's Samuel to catch a Cameroonian players. No? Sometimes that is needed. Or say most of you came to Cameroon because the countries that you were born in rejected you. You were not going to have enough playing time there. So you don't know what it means to wear the Cameroon 2000 just a title so okay. Yeah. And these people were patriotic. They die for the country because they know what it means to play for Ghana. I mean, most of these players, we saw them on the pitch. We'll criticize Chris Hilton. Yes, he got most of his substitutions wrong, which we've criticized several times. I personally still do not understand the Ayew Pinto substitution, because Pinto, any day, you know, he can give you that defensive duty because he's quick. He can track back and help defensively.
But coach said it was fatigue.
Yes, maybe fatigue. That is
professional player. He's been playing in the top flight, and he gets tired after 45 minutes.
But maybe he saw it. Maybe the work
fine, but it cost him at the end. Yeah. But the basic thing for this Black Stars team that I saw throughout this tournament was the lack of concentration against Cape Verde.
So let me touch you to do player ratings from the goalkeeper.
Richard Ofori, I'll give him 3 on the day. Yes,
3 out of 100.
10. My man, 3 on the day. Dennis Odoi, I mean, I'll give him 4. He didn't do anything extraordinary.
The prof?
One year be extraordinary in the game. Trust me, one year be extraordinary in the game. Salisu, Jiku, I am a bit indifferent about them. This tournament, Jiku has been my best defender. For Mohamed Salisu, I don't want to go into much because Opratne Fibe 1 year. You can see the rustiness. Yeah. You don't need to be there's some form of rustiness with Mohamed Salisu. And to Mohamed Salisu, I'll give him a 4. I'll give Jiku a 6 in there. Majid Ashimero, fantastic. He together with Salis. I mean, after the first game, the coach realized that Baba Idrisu Ashimero partnership wasn't working. Ever since Salis came in, brilliant. Omomienu are working together. Jordan Ayew, he was our best player. Remember, Majid Ashimero like 6. I'll give 6 over 10. I'll give Salis 6. Jordan Ayew, our best player, I'll give him 9 on the day for converting those 2 penalties. So, you may say penalties penalty message to me now. I mean, it takes some form of boldness to take 2 penalties in the same game and still keep your calmness. It's Jordan Ayew, when it comes to penalties, I can bet my house on say Jordan Ayew would convert.
10 over 10 or 9?
Remember 9 on the day.
I mean, you're giving Jordan 9 over 10
on the day too, for him to be able to step up and convert those 2 penalties.
Okay.
Penalty kicks. I saw the ball crowd that say penalty. It is not easy. I mean, to be in that situation where there's tomfoolery around the stadium and still keep your calm and throw the ball past the twice. I'll give him a 9.
9 over 10.
Joseph Pinto was doing well until he was brought out. And some substitution. The day I would get the opportunity of meeting Chris Hilton, I'll ask again. So, Papa, are you sure say Abrante no abre? Because he was one of the most, energetic players on the day. He was running, he covered grounds on the day. Into any free mono, and a lot of decisions, of course, that's Tony. Right from when we announced that we were going to South Africa for our training tour. Yes, son, in Kumasi. We didn't have plans of even training at no. Supposed to train at Babaya. We ended up training at Dr. Kwame Chase. Everything that built up from that change of training camp was like a recipe for disaster. You knew this was going to be a total car crash because we were not even sure. Our preparation was one of the poorest. So we played just one friendly match. It was against Namibia. And most of the players who have started our games did not even play. Most of them did not even play. So everything that had happened pre-tournament throughout, so you could do Ivory Coast, you could see, you could sense, we are patriotic, we are supporting, you could sense there was a car crash because preparation-wise, if you don't prepare well, Tony, we have to be one prepare well, we had a poor preparation and it went into the tournament. We've not learned from last 2 years, and we should come back to the basics and look at the fundamentals. What worked for us in time past? Semi-final. And say they are not getting to the final. If we could do final in 2010, we got to the final in 2015. We couldn't win. What was working for us then? We should go back to the basics. Say yes, sir. You better merry go round, sir. You better promote Chris Hilton. You better Jose Mourinho. and the fundamental issues will still be persistent.
Josiah, you know there are World Cup qualifiers, but there was one question people asked: why Richmond Lamptey was kept out of, the bench. He was like a spectator, and they were thinking that he would have been the best solution in our match.
See, let's not lie to ourselves. For those of us who work on the Ghana Premier League, for those of us who have known this Black Star, for those of us who know the kind of coach Chris Hughton is, Josiah knows, I've said it a million times, that there was no way Richmond Lamptey was going to start in that team or play a part in that team. You know, you're forcing a manager in the double pivot in the ball. And yes, he would have stuck with his Baba Idrusu and Abdul Salis.
But why is he not a man of himself?
No, Ghana for the Bashan and said there's no fluidity in the midfield, and he decided to go with Ashimero. When Richmond Lamptey didn't play a part in that game against Namibia,
that change didn't bring any impact.
It brought an impact. A lot of impact there. That Ashimero Salis partnership, it brought a lot of impact. There was a lot of fluidity. There was that stability. There was a ball carrier because Ashimero could take the ball. Once Richmond Lamptey didn't play a part in that game against Namibia, play a home or Black Star that friendly match against Namibia, Emma for the boy. I knew Richmond Lamptey was not going to play a part. But ask yourself, Richmond Ransford Yeboah, or boy, your first match against who no bench. So what happened? So if he's good enough to start in a game, now there's game one starting now. Did you ever see him on the bench again? That was it. We need to ask serious questions.
Josiah, Mutala, Mutala is on fire.
I think that's the reason why I said earlier that we lost the game from a tactical perspective because the coach at some point didn't know how to manage the game. This simple game management. And we spoke about this in that Namibia friendly that see you're preparing for a tournament. You have a 27 player contingent that you need to deploy on a day. How come you couldn't even give minutes in the game? You just made 6 substitutions, and even including the goalkeeper. So what were the other players doing? Are you actually preparing them for the tournament? I even made mention of the left back who plays for Mediama, Fatah Hamidu. He's not kicked. You see, he's not played competitively in the last 2 months.
After the Liberian game?
After the Liberian game, that was his last competitive game he played because he was nursing an injury.
So it was Kamaradini
who was Mahmoud, who was playing as a makeshift left back for Mediama, even throughout their Africa campaign. So why do you select a player who hasn't kicked or played a ball or competitive football, Tony, in the last 2 months? So in the absence of Gideon Mensah, you would have stuck with Hamidou football for 2 months.
And Hamidou wasn't even part of the
He wasn't.
So it means Alidou, he would have relied on
either Salisu moving as a makeshift left back. You see, it's the plan, and it looks like tactically. See, I'm sorry to say this. Yes, sometimes I have to criticize, but Chris Hughton hasn't convinced any Ghanaian.
Bankrupt.
No, he's not convinced any Ghanaian.
And I was happy he accepted that ever since he took over.
No, we've retrogressed. No, Tony,
results have not been favorable, so he understands the sentiment of Ghanaians.
Like we've retrogressed.
But before that, Mutala, you know something? Let me go straight to this. We'll listen to the people on the street. But is Chris Hughton a failure or he's failing?
He's failed.
He's failed.
Once he failed he's able to qualify out of the group, he's failed. Totally.
He's failed
because in Ghana,
is he a failure?
But Tony, how do you mark this paper? Chris Hughton
I don't know. You need to mark it.
Paper. If I mark, how do you mark it? If you don't take it, you cancel the work. You cancel it. This is dirty.
You cancel his work.
It's dirty work. See me also. See me now.
But it's dirty work.
See me.
No, it's even dirty work.
Yeah.
See me.
Because he's failed totally. And there were signs. There
were signs. See me.
Tony, any man you know. Who say there were signs say things were not going well with Chris Hughton and the Black Stars when he became the head coach. Yeah, both countries beat to say Angola, Comoros, Comoros coach Grasa Beka say our last Afcon.
In terms of World Cup qualifier, I'll say in France.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That see, the coach failed to learn on the job. Tony, the personnel is there. We don't lack personnel. Look at the quality we have. Look at the players we have. And for the first time in a long time, we have players playing in Europe's top divisions. A lot of these players are playing.
So we say we didn't assess Chris Hughton well before we gave him the job.
I think we rushed into appointing him because maybe he could have been a good technical coach,
but not
technical director, but not a good head coach. These are two different things.
Okay, Josiah, let's go on to the streets. Niyenko tie the amount for ka. Once Ghana for sure game nendra. Ya share 2-0 aka 5 minutes ebe pon. Inti ya ko compare for no ho. Omo And I'm going to Max TV there. Yene de Bebremo or Inside Africa. Yenkotie the Omukai.
Now, they back where Yaku and say first match and second match and third match, and the pressure. The next stage, I call and I win in a copy. Time or Yasu, coaches in changes. And I mean, I back where Yaku and say, coaches say, Apamu and Baby, and now when it Chris Wooting win a year, and we were born last time. You how in night, sir, about the pill and man. Yeah, how no know. Oh, my, you need how be a blast time, you need how be a honey the day are you. The day are you any how? It's next and say any young keepers who are Ghana Hakoto keep and as a heart keep. Oh yeah, obey their chance. I brought fear from Besari to the full South Africa or Division 4 or the bench.
Charlie, system with dear. Osha boy, see boy, pa, what's me about ball? I'm a just 6 minutes, Phil. I'm going for your baby. Defenders knowing. Charlie, change it to one of them cry, yeah, cry. Or don't cry to be a coach on your coach.
And no, I got a born a training there. In fact, on Bogre, must papa, doing what it's here. At the S, to you, Bob Nagu, so papa, more, Moncasano. Yeah, that was the day you need the day you know. On Shan was Ghana. Oh, we are on to us on contest. So a bad party, you bet your mamma, papa, because you're Kaya bomb. You know, for so be from so. I just say, Bono, Mobono, Omunda and Kabum. A son say, we're not bar one passing ya. Kudus, minimum say on it. Say, the day you know, so more cool, plug a bomb with Tembo. Or to me, no Jabon, so sad on pass it.
Africa Cup, no local players in the Quaye. Young fat foreign player be new. Of Quaye. Yeah, the local players in the fire. Me to me need the anchor local players and the here. Yeah, friend local players, cranny from blaster, local blaster. Bear 2 years, by 3 years later, no near who say. Your national team na your wire into your friend from one bit my training. Or be any no
GFA in Pani for. Yes, Ramo. Sir, Omano, a union mine. Ghana blaster, Ghana mine, you'll be at there. And your back for Edia. Inti say, what the team no air tournament. Umpe players ya, we are correct on bit my bobo and Magana phones, Yens Winnie at me aji. Now, if you also are coach news sono, what the human challenge are, Munyano, no one Casanya Juma. I just had to be a coach over Cromobia, we be good and you.
Oh, and I'm marching in the Mentuma now, and I'm last time we a mistake. Changes our coach here, say, and yeah. Who you could lose a few miles there. But the crowd in the Bembe, your coach in one wire, pa.
Mutala say work cancelled. Chris Hutton, see me after. Josiah says, see me after Afcon.
Of course, we need to have a discussion with him concerning the future because we can't take this same attitude into the World Cup qualifiers. That 2026 World Cup, if Ghana should miss, boys and infant check. Ghana form fan.
If some qualified for
Morocco. Is it 3 countries now who see Afcon? I mean, we need to do a holistic analysis of what happened. Last 2 years, I was say we Tenase, Sports Ministry, the GFA. Let's sit down and go back to the grassroots and find out what we used to do in the past that was working for us. And Quaye and Fama, it might not necessarily be said. You bring a new person, and the person might also come and fall into that deep waters. For me, I don't think Chris Hutton should still be the coach of the Black Stars. They actually say he can do the job. But let's go back to the fundamentals because we have deep fundamental issues now. And maybe Cote d'Ivoire has shown say he's not the man for the job. He's not cut for the job. So for me, the FA, the Ghana Football Association, government in general, you met Nase, you go back, you share your football no, because it is getting to the worst stage. This is not just the Black Star where minute part too. We've seen the chanting, the Black Galaxies. We've seen under 17 struggling, under 20 women, Evercon World Cup, no more bread, now so qualified you. So we can't keep on and as a recycling. We are in a cycle. We are kwani asamba. We are kwani asamba. No.
Of course. So we should put it in action this time.
we failed in Ivory Coast. And then, irrespective of what happens with Algeria, Cameroon, yet me sneaking through. Yet me Quaye anymore. Still, we should do a retrospect of ourselves. As you say, we say the kind of football that we played. If the goals of football are being fair, Ghana doesn't deserve to be in the round of 16. If the goals of football are being fair, we don't deserve to be in the round of 16. And I say, the defeat didn't want to hurt Ghana. Yeah, defeat. Two, and it is not good enough. And what the journalists exhibited at the mixed zone, it is just like a depiction of what Ghanaians are going through. Because journalists in Ponyo, they are supposed to be professional. But then if I was there, maybe I would have acted in a different way. And also because I'm being unprofessional. And yes, so I mean, it is painful. Right. It is really painful.
Mutala, yeah, that's it. But only say program was brought to you by Techno. Only say about phones there, metal phone be akeke. Or to come on 20 and can just come to Techno House and I'll be say actually P ho. Mamunim Techno House no. Ewo Dakuma Junction. We try when you say Techno building no. Over second floor, your phones opposite Suina, Ebu, Sanso, and a heavy long green rice. Sene Opeso di Jollof, fried rice, rice water, Memo Mumfa, and Mobia, Enye, Ebiane Ma. Heavy long green rice. Sanso na time herbal mixture. Hondo Croa, Menu with Robia Kekio, Pe, and no be Nenum. Sanso, and no Amonso, and a soya sene. And a blue jeans energy drink. Yetia ya bray if you ba on machia yetia e kasenia e bibi ba kope energy drink ba kope e blue jeans omo and also ya sene e ma e inside Afcon e break me ba ye beto aso now so nya bi aka.
As the slogan goes, every emotion in motion. My name is Max Bokowan, and today I'm in the motion to tell you more about Techno Come On 20. Get to know it. Yours. Having a phone, you surely have to get a phone that will take correct pictures. One that you will stand out, look at it and be like, wow, is that really me? That's what Come On series does for you. Techno Come On 20, the picture quality, the back camera has 64 megapixels and the front is 32 megapixels. Trust me, you will love the pictures. With Techno Come On 20, the storage is enough for you. That means it has 256 gig ROM and 8 gig RAM. That means you have enough storage to save all your videos, pictures, and every content you want to create with this phone. Techno Come On 20 comes in two colors, black and Serenity Blue. One amazing thing about the Serenity Blue is the back case of the phone is magic skin. It has a leather feel. Come On 20 has an octa-core processor. That's G89 processor. Open tap on screen. And yeah, dear better fiance load na your debit. It's easy to do it. Every app you want to go to, a game you want to play, whatever you want to do on the phone, the screen is fast and easy. BBR fast. Come On 20 has a long-lasting battery that is 5,000 mAh. Now battery now make 5,000. It's also what charge you phone. You could have it the whole day. Depending on where you're going, don't worry. Just charge your phone. You and go, the battery will last for you. With all these unique features about Techno Come On 20, you will ask, how much is it? Price na edda from ne buon yeden. It's just a cool 2,145 Ghana cedis, and you need to grab yours. You could get this for your wife, your girlfriend, your side chick, partner who needs a phone. Trust me. Are you in the university that you need a smartphone that will help you go easier? The Come On 20 is there for you. Call us now to place your order on 059-409-1122. You can also visit us on MaxBuy app to place your order for the fastest delivery nationwide. I'm currently at MaxBuy Shop, Circle, opposite Vodafone. You can also visit all MaxBuy shops nationwide to get yours. The locations are on your screen. Techno Come On 20 series is here for you. Techno, stop at nothing.
It is Put your hands in the air.
Back to Inside Afcon. You are live, and we're going to bring you all what you need to know about Inside Afcon. Yeah, and you better with the course, so they see they now name and your born keke. You see what the man foka nina waha. Na me catch up say ye koko kumpe na sama man foka no ne eye afisem sanso ene ye areho. Sa uhwe ye group na Cape Verde 7, Egypt 3, Ghana 2, Mozambique. Ye bon pae se ne omo be bon matches ni luso a na yesu enya kwan e de etie epie mu. Yenko bi omnye nko tie the amanfo eka after ye ball 2-2.
Bon ni de mi hwe kakra bi but de course ni de dede ye panicho mistake ne ba e mom but Ghana for en fan channel won sheda en fan channel obi aba so be wini ntino say ya wini kura nya hwe
o bonde o ma ya de enso mistake kitikiti bi wonu ma eni kwa say ye wa o sheki ya o second goal isi keeper o saka wuja ba mo bone ko so o won ko kan bone ama cross ne ba na mo de goal no ba ma ya de so ba ma ya de enso no mistake bi wonu ma o say sa Europe players na mo bo na say fidi local players na e di bam
futu amre magana players for no say adwuma na omo ye no yen de ye akoma ene ye ni na ehwe ball no omo koyo omo ko guo mani masi so mahu afa mesan ba dedi ayu so dedi ayu ball na ye ball no round obia bo bebia bi ne time aso on free blaster dedi ayu ne time aso or including ni nua no Jordan ne time aso on free blaster adan bad luck nyama no ye kire no your first match ube ma ye lusu your second match your third match ube ma ya sa bodro over free asamanya ko se penalty keke no won ko sase ma mu ka kire no wa beti akoma say on free blaster yen sa ko fa ko sinya ntechi mbra ye hia ko sinya ntechi we wonim bo mu onim hwi we no aye ka no ko amombo keke cause ya kuma no se mi dra no fite no am na e mi yare
eno amentuma ndidi o omo Jimmy wa bobo sa ya setunde ukoba ya o se dedi ayu mbebo keep anu so minim oye den ni o se den na ha no omka hwa obian ko bebia ofiri
eba no se na ye free players ye bom ho ka and hwe se na omani mu aye den ye na mofo twa beta na omudi a ye se ya te tax na de amom so mo fa nkobobo na okobobo na ototo papa so what to me as 2-0 ah enim say ye pe win 85 minutes na matina o mate
manage krasan ye ma homete me hu de menkampo menka krasa me nsumpo enra yam se pa mo de ma ye de ebi ntu o man Ghana krasa ada enwanwa na ye de be ka kire mo anse ye ma mo kose kentene de mo ye den ye beje and the Kudus spend me jana the amano. Apart from Kudus, the Meji be ad ye. And ye, I am a hobby. And I am mad and was a Meji answer. It will be a can't tell the Meji Kudus ye, baby Obefa could be on Fenco.
You heard the voice of the people on the streets. Yeah, you could compare and now for Sremo, so be Kakasebia, Anto Asuma, Monfan chain. All right. Kasa de sometimes ebufu and a womb obika kasa bi nencha. But phone lines are activate 055-846-2088 055-846-2088. Also bet me afre na watch wadwi awadwubrom. Then officer betumi aye enye ebu ana chia enye mbuye. Then I say Ghana Football Association here. And then I will say Abai eso eye na ye nyina ye hu say Ghana Football ye koye nim na World Cup it to me a qualify. Josiah, the people on the streets have spoken.
Yeah, I think you know, from their demeanor, Tony, it looks like they are not happy, and most of them are still, you know, heartbroken by the result yesterday. I think it was just
Okay.
One of the worst possible ways you could ever bow out of a tournament or even, draw a game.
So hold the fort for me. Let me go straight to Achim Kotoku. But you see a branch every openi kwesi yaboa. Akwaba. Obeyon temenka. Hello, openi utemenka. Okay, Yanche, sir, technicians, no be na yati openinka. Josiah, we're looking at what the people said on the street.
Yeah, Tony,
you can see anger.
It's clear. There's
see
anger, frustration, disappointment. Tony,
it seems opinion is back. Opinion, Akwaba.
Yeah, now what is it?
I mean, sir, the Black Stars here, there also who be big. I'm a man saying na better unka. Then all my enemy.
Me that's the Enra. Name Adam. And coaching and so any Nenquala Negu and Mati. Me pacho Natia make a fan. Share ye matcha, ye bonina coaching changes or baby Eddie loose and I draw the brain. She said, ya bobo. That I don't know change anything. Yeah, bobo. Yeah, I can't just 6 minutes. I don't know where changes. And who's a coach, na Mutala Samoka say, yeah, Pam coach and I be beside and I am here. Because coach, was failing, what you mean, Jumano? Because in the one go project, this 30 hour, a Jumana Bepimani, so one go project, not a crochet to penny at it. A crochet to penny at because when the young fat to we need, you may be my aim. Media me, Mrs. Sue said. Coach, I won't. And I question that, say about on post, and also I take in fact away and so. Question that, co company, no more catray and say, yeah, fire at the same, yeah, former feature, correct, say, yes, sir, young Copanichow. Okay. Near Fanimra, because okay, Kunidia, Wayenta. Miss Ramon Wayenta, were born into a bomb from a Juma.
You pay your sister watch about Abutre, Obieni wa bon, and Nipadi, Okaso be a tip on Goswa, Edia say. Why? Okay, and to opinion a friend, Otis will be to me a friend 055 846 2088. Inside Afcon, EVV, long green rice, and our soya sling, Techno. IMAX, electronics also asoya, Blue Juice energy drinks and a time herbal mixture and also asoya sene. I'm already inside Afcon bro. And the next 7 minutes, no, my friend was also free. Now shower drink this year. My men found Kokuma say, na men ko Ajara, and besides Ajara.
Ne pa so coach no.
Ajara abutre Ajara.
Yo.
Ajara o ma enyumre.
Me pa so coach no. Oni the guy we have two set problem. What you see Ghana Hawaii?
Omo ya dey?
We have two set problem.
Hey.
Coach ni the guy we have two set problem. Mun yo mo see Ghana. How much me here?
Yo.
Why?
Yo Ajara.
Bye bye.
Problem of the coach in the day. It's a problem of the day no more. And to me, ma Ghana. Omo Ghana for. And yo mo pe. Me sure say. The day I am Ghana 2008 in a brandy, Akola Wiswa invited a ball national team. Wakobia Nane and Quaye, my yinima. Meaning, say before but I am French. It's a penalty, of course. Josiah, was it a penalty? That is why JJ is being chastised or his performance?
I think it has to do with.
Okay, let me still stay in Kumasi and talk to Prince. Prince, not to say.
Bacho Nyamiadum.
Bibi aboko de. I was a for your board drawn round Mufa.
Boy, and now the Yaku come and changes now coach here in the last minute. Any problem because here.
And the changes now more.
I'm why born again, and one more born on the last minute. last minute in the changes now, coach in the end, more Ghana, my more. Born on mobile and changes in the program.
Yeah. Me that say. And Prince also say, born the no feel say a koni but change your coach yeah no. I know and I'm why. And yan che the mobile Cote d'Ivoire na mini aba ko e friend Felix Remark. And then here is a trade. Felix Otemka. Hello Felix Remark. I'm the Remark in Tienka, but yeah, I say Sabekana. No boy, you must say Ivory Coast. Then Okoe is Ghana phobia drop. If you must more fabas aba, if you must more train, then you make calculations in the Quaye. Now maybe to 116 stage, you know. And Felix, Oteminka.
Yeah, Tony, I can hear you. But won't come back.
One hour Ivory Coast, Mr. And I could see saying, I to say, but if you saw more train, you may, Mr. Aboyemu.
Well, Mami Sha, motion in our Max TV. Ivory Coast, especially Abidjan, Ghana, it's a very calm day because and now stadium now. Ghana 4-ball, Ivory Coast 4-ball, first game of the day, well, Alassane Ouattara Stadium, Equatorial Guinea 4, Eshom 4-0. Emma, we are part to the extent that Ghanaians cry so far at the hands of the Ivorian. Osha, social media, buzz, beer, the glass, mina, papa, Ivorians for Mbufu, papa, Nyama. So it wasn't very good. Day for the Ivorians. And tonight, you're doing so. Since a lot of the Ivorians are supporting Ghanaians, they will channel the energy to support Ghana to win their game against Cape Verde. Then Blasters force a good Ghana for the mass. And Ivory Coast for now, Ghana for Wahano. Trust me, we have about 800,000 Ghanaians living in Ivory Coast. And that's a huge number. And we share disappointment in and because of that, I think most of the journalists have left Abidjan. Supporters in the Omachuriana, as at now, I think some with Dubai Cape Coast, they are about 2 hours from Accra. It's been a very disappointing day and morning, going into afternoon or Abidjan. I did because even as post, Omo Bompai say matches they be come way and Sanomu say Oma qualify and Blasters for hotel from Pullman. There's a side of Abidjan called Plateau on a team basic team no honum. I had the opportunity of speaking to Aminu Shadow because mathematically they still have a slim chance of playing in the next stage, CAF Entimen Casa or Munko Ghana. And they have to stay to make sure say the ball group stages more chance. Some the knockout stage, and then they will continue the competition. But I think say by the end of Ochinano, the Blasters will know if they are still in the competition. But let's say they're training camping yet. And I don't think say I'm sure they are the miracle now Ghanaians expect that miss then Ghana will surely be going forward in the competition. But as it is now, I Tony Bebli.
And I mean, say, give you up, no, because you can say, Omunim say, Bibi seen the sense of Komuko training, but Omo and Omaja to say, and you don't meet me qualified.
Tony 72 give up there for the players. I don't think they've given up because if you have a slim mathematical chance there, it means that you still have a chance. I think that everybody is disappointed. The coach is very disappointed. And now I say, Stadium Nankasana, it was very chaotic. My share video on what actually happened at the mixed zone involving Ghanaian journalists. Some of them, sad to say, were verbally assaulting the players because at the point, someone said, a press conference for every match, there's a mixed zone. It be a question, question press conference now. Mixed zone. to ask the coaches and the players questions. But you a press conference, no, and a players, share bus, no, they didn't want to come to the press zone. And Ghanaian, media, because see, Yamawa accreditation, this is what I have as accreditation. Yamawa, you still need a match ticket and then the mixed zone ticket. And you have to apply for it, go through the stress. And it's ultimate cost stress where mixed zone players to see Omumba. So the Ghanaian players were calling the team manager, said, let the players do the right thing. And per CAF regulation, as the players no coaches on the mixed zone. Over mixed zone, you can decide not to talk to the team, to the journalists. And see, the journalists were screaming, Omumba and I'll be decided, say, don't ask them any question because Mom Bobo ni you want disappointing Ghanaians after the one Jana Koshe Bass, Mom, and it was chaotic. I been beside press conference.
Romak, I'm saying, Honka, no better train command about your bed throw in a subsequent bulletin, not Ghana phones inside of compare and over call Ivory Coast. Now, Romak, you won't summer a call so our Ivory Coast remark. You know, I say, sir, you know what to train come on. In the next edition, battle, you know better train come on. Member studio nominee Josiah. Josiah, your final statement, we go.
Tony, I think we can qualify.
Okay.
Mathematically, it's a slim chance.
Okay. So Josiah believes, let's just pray we can qualify. Thanks to the production team, Mutala inside Afcon, a friend Tony Bebli, Tekatsi, EVV, Long Grey Rice, Techno, Blue Jeans, Energy Drink, Samsung IMAX Electronics, Samsung Time Herbal Mixture. Mesdames, Mounina say, Samachem, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, ich gehe nach Hause. Bye-bye.